Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the use of synchronization using a lock when we are running our program using multiple threads. The concept is simple. We are creating two threads, okay, and we are calling updater method of this program class by passing 1 and -1. Okay, so what does this method do? It simply updates its property, okay, by by adding this input number. So in one thread, we are going to add the number, keep adding it 10 times. And in another thread, we are going to subtract that number from my property 10 times. Now you observe how we are doing it. We are using another variable temp. We are caching my temp property plus m, right, value in this temp. Then we are sleeping for the random time. Then we are assigning my property to temp. Okay, and then we are printing the value of my property. We do it 10 times in each thread and we observe the output. So what happens is, let's see. So when you run it 10 times, you see there are two threads, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. This is the execution sequence. The original value is 10 and at the end, after execution, the value is 10, which is good. Okay, so we do 10 times increment, we do 10 times subtraction, and this is what we get. So from 9, it moves to 8. Then it moves to 9 again in this, then it moves to 10, and then it moves to 11, then it moves to 10 and 11 and 10 and 11 and 10 and so on. So it switches and ultimately it's at 10. Okay, the standard execution. You run it again. Now after execution, the value is 9. Now depending upon the sequence in which it gets executed, if every time you run, you're going to get different value. After execution, the value is 7. After execution, the value is 12 this time. After execution, the value is 7 this time. So basically, it's a race condition, okay? Which thread waits more time, which thread waits less time, depending upon that, your output is going to get determined, right? How do we avoid that race condition? You understand the problem, right? We are calling some function on the same object, so it's going to have the same properties, and that is causing an issue here. So to avoid that, what we are going to do is we are going to use another lock variable. So we use a object lock is new is equal to object. So this lock we can use using a lock method. So you simply, whatever is your critical section, you add it in this, and this is your critical section part. So this you can add it inside the lock and everything will work fine. So this, even in fact, you move up, not a problem. So this is the critical section, right? The things which access the lock. And now if you run it, you are definitely going to get 10 each time. Okay, so execute it again, 10, you execute it again, 10, right? So this is what is called a synchronization between the threads. If threads execute on the same object and there is a rest condition, it may happen that the object state will change depending upon which thread runs fast, which thread is slow, and you will get a different output with the execution, and that's not a consistent or robust application. So you can use a lock whenever that situation arises. Okay, thank you for watching.